This whole Lizzo situation just keeps getting worse by the day. And this is a lot worse than people think, because if this had happened to anyone else, name any other artist who fired a dancer because they're obese or they're getting a little too chubby, or maybe they ate too many donuts. If Chris Brown would have done this, I don't think people would care. But the fact that this is coming from Lizzo, allegedly, right? I don't want to be sued, makes things even worse. That would be the equivalent of a LGBTQ ally being so progressive and loving everyone, but behind the scenes, she calls people slurs. She's all of the phobics you can think of. Yes, even fat phobic. So this morning, a new article by the NBC dropped, and allegedly, there are more people coming forward. Lawyers for ex-Lizzo dancers say they are reviewing more complaints in the wake of a lawsuit. The singer allegedly said it was normal for dancers to get fired when they get fat. Lizzo previously denied the allegations, but did not respond to the latest claims. I know I've said this a million times, and I know it's overplayed by now, but why is Lizzo, a woman who's like 1,000 pounds, firing people when they get fat? Allegedly. And I've seen some of the pictures of the dancers, and most of the time, if not all of the time, the dancers are way smaller than Lizzo. Is it because Lizzo doesn't want competition? That could be it. That's just a little theory. It could be that Lizzo wants to be the biggest girl, because then if there's another big girl on stage, then that could take the spotlight away from her. Once again, I'm just speculating here. Knowing how egotistical a lot of these artists are, I will not be surprised if that's the case. You could be big, but not as big as me. Allegedly, it was normal for dancers to get fired when they get fat. This doesn't sound very loving and inclusive, Lizzo, in my opinion. Lawyers representing 3 of Lizzo's former dancers said they've been reviewing new complaints since she was accused of sexual harassment, creating a hostile work environment, and weight shaming in a lawsuit filed last week. Stuff we talked about on these 2 videos, which if you haven't seen, they're going to be available at the end of this video, so don't worry, I got you in case you guys haven't been caught up. Is vetting new allegations from at least 6 people who say they toured with Lizzo, including other dancers, and some who said they worked on her Amazon Studio reality show, Lizzo's Watch Out for the Big Girls. Get it? Because she's fat. We get it, Lizzo. You're obese. You don't need to tell us and remind us every second. I think the closest I've come to listening to Lizzo was on the Barbie soundtrack when I went to see Barbie and they were playing the Lizzo song. In my opinion, this woman has always been extremely fucking annoying and obnoxious, and if you like her, that's cool. More power to you, but it's just not for me, and I always found her extremely obnoxious. And before we keep going, I want to show you this post from earlier this year. This is directly from Lizzo. It says, "Back in the Yeti supersuit, Amsterdam, you were incredible. We laughed, we danced, we sang, we cried, we ate bananas." And if you watch the last 2 Lizzo videos, this seems to confirm the whole bananas incident. When you know what went down, when bananas were coming out of people's bodies, people were eating them. This seems to confirm that the whole banana rumors were real, bros. She probably thought she would never get caught. She thought, yeah, you know what, I'm Liz, so everyone loves me. And even if you're like, well, sensitive, that's not possible because Lizzo would never do something like this, why would she say we ate bananas in this whole thank you stuff? This aligns with the stuff that people were saying. Lizzo needs to be proven innocent for her career to get back on track. If she settles out of court or she loses, it's fucking over for this woman. If she settles out of court, it means, yeah, she fucked up and is paying millions of dollars to these people so they, you know, they shut the fuck up. So Lizzo needs a miracle here. She's going to be performing at malls any second now in front of like 25 people. We're gonna be able to see Lizzo perform for $5 at the fucking fair. The weight allegation is part of a disability discrimination claim in the lawsuit. Davis says she has an eating disorder. Allegedly, Lizzo is firing people who have eating disorders. Jesus fucking Christ. Williams and Davis were fired in April and May, respectively. This is not looking too bueno for Lizzo here. I said this last time. I really hope the truth comes out. And if the people are indeed lying, you know, I think Lizzo should go crazy, sue them, and leave them broke. But if they're not, I actually do wish the worst for Lizzo because this is so shitty. Yeah, I forced my employees to tweet weird stuff. Yeah, I fired these women because they were gaining weight. Yeah, I fired Davis despite her eating disorder. It's not a good month to be Lizzo. Well, it never really is, but, you know, especially not now. This came out a few hours ago. A Philadelphia music festival that Lizzo was scheduled to headline in September was canceled on Tuesday. And this is no coincidence. I mean, I look at the poster. They also said before the lawsuit was filed, ticket sales for the festival were, and I quote, not good. A source close to the production said. We have SZA, we have Lizzo, we have, you know, I Spies, we have, you know, Metro Booming, which is fire. This looks kind of mid. How did last year's look? And it looked way better. We have Tyler, the Creator, which I've seen live. It's a fucking amazing concert. I went to the Call Me If You Get Lost tour. I had a great fucking time. So it's already way better. Bad Bunny, I am not a fan, but you know, he has his fans. We got Lil Uzi Vert, Pink Tape is fire, big fan. And we just have more recognizable people. So it really doesn't surprise me that it got canceled. I don't think it's a coincidence that all of this shit with Lizzo goes down, and then a few days later, the festival gets canceled. A festival that she was headlining. I think what happened here is if the ticket numbers aren't accurate, they were like, okay, we're not selling too well. We don't want to cancel, but we have this Lizzo situation, so they just use that as a cover up. And who knows how the crowd was going to react to Lizzo. After this, I think it should be a free-for-all, and everyone should make fun of Lizzo and face no backlash, because if she's doing it, why can't we? And you know, fuck being the bigger person. Well, no pun intended to Lizzo. In all seriousness, thank you so much for watching, guys. And if anything else comes out, I'll definitely report on it. And once again, the people who pretend to be the nicest, most progressive, inclusive content creators, musicians, actors, most of the time, they're the shittiest. They're just doing this so everyone's like, yo, that's crazy. Thank you for being inclusive. I appreciate you. Most of the times, these people are shitty people. And I don't know why people keep getting surprised when stuff like this happens, when quote-unquote nice people get exposed. But with that said, what do you guys think of this situation? Let me know in the comments below. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe and like and share. We got more videos like this coming all the time. And thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Have a good one. Peace.